Jim Jordan came out and said what we're all thinking, that Fani Willis is part of a conspiracy, and it goes back to Jack Smith, and Alvin Bragg's involved too. This is Jim Jordan stepping up his rhetoric. I'll also explain why, or Maria Bartiromo asks him why aren't you guys doing anything? And he explains why their powers are limited. Thanks for watching. This is Doug in Exile. I hope you guys will subscribe. And even if you don't, then I will intend to put a smile on your face. Let's watch the news.
I mean, is that resonating on people? Because whether or not what you're saying is right, that there's no crime, we can't figure out what the crime is, President Trump is in court every day, all day long. And he's sitting there, and then you've got Joe Biden on the other side of the screen campaigning in all of these swing states. After a while, does this resonate in the psyche of American citizens and voters that they just assume one guy's bad, one guy's good?
If that is the problem, that Trump is sitting in court while Biden's on the campaign trail, this is exactly what we want. Trump does great in court, with the news, with free publicity across all media outlets. They're getting his message out that the state is after him and corrupt. What better campaign can you have? And then Biden going out on the campaign trail and showing up on camera and talking is how Biden is going to lose, because people look at him and go, like, that guy cannot be the president. I don't feel safe. Mommy.
I think we're way past that, because they've seen this weaponization of government. They've seen this lawfare, and they've seen the escalation of attacks on President Trump all the way back to 2016. I always say, they spied on his campaign. Then it was the Mueller investigation. Then it was impeachment. Then they raid his home. Then it's Jack Smith. Then it's Alvin Bragg. Then it's Fani Willis. Then it's the 14th Amendment, and on and on. And now it's this trial in New York.
This is way beyond his skis if it wasn't true. Like, this is the kind of thing that Jim or Jordan, you don't casually drop this stuff. And I think as the evidence mounts and it comes out and becomes part of the common vernacular, and it used to be like a big jump, to agree with Trump and go, look how wacky he is. He's claiming there's a giant state conspiracy against him. And now it's common knowledge to a point that Jim Jordan can say it to Maria Bartiromo, and no one's going like, hey, wait a minute. What do you say? What do you say? No, everyone knows now there's a conspiracy. I don't mean a secret cabal conspiracy. I mean a public one of how corrupt our justice system is. They're conspiring against Trump, not doing justice.
It's the gag order. If there's one thing that probably bugs me more than anything else, it's the fact that they put a gag order on the president of the United States, former president of the United States, and the nominee for the Republican Party running for president. He's got a gag order, but Michael Cohen, a convicted perjurer, gets to say whatever he wants.
And this is also another thing that's coming to fore to all the Americans' mind, is that the law is only made, they expand it, to protect guys like Cohen and to go after Trump. It's only meant to be applied to one side. So gag order on Trump. Michael Cohen, if he was a Republican, if he was on Trump's side, he too would be gagged for the public. But because he's helping the prosecution against Trump and he flipped on Trump, Mike Cohen gets to say what he wants. I've seen him say outrageous things about this whole case online, live, being interviewed even on other YouTube channels. And Trump can't say, Trump is still saying what he wants, because I think Trump's goal is to go to jail, to perform the ultimate campaign event to clarify to the American people just what's going on. I think Trump's goal is to go to jail. He's going to keep pushing it.
When you looked at what happened at the Supreme Court, and it looked like the arguments went very well for our side, when you look at what happened there, everyone's saying, oh, well, this is going to probably get sent back to a lower court, and they're going to sort through the facts. That's going to take time, and there won't be a trial before the election. All the mainstream media is talking about, oh, we're not going to have a trial before the election. Well, why the heck does that matter? I thought you should be focused on getting to the truth and getting to the facts. No. It just points out it's all political.
It's all timing based on the election. You guys have heard me say this 100 times. Good to see Jim Jordan finally coming around to where In Exile has been. Welcome to Exile, Jim Jordan. Yeah, this is all political. That's why the timing is everything. They revealed that from the very start, right after Trump decides to run. That's when they all roll these things out. They're very time sensitive, and they all know they've got a ticking clock. they've got till November 5th. And then all this stuff, they just go, oh man, we didn't get them. We didn't blow the election. This was the Democrats' marketing campaign, was to have Trump tried and to get him found guilty. That was their big marketing plan. It's not going to work, of course. But there's no way they could have known that then. They can't see the future. They didn't know that it would roll out and look this bad against them.
Bragg is the crime he's kind of trying to get to is, President Trump was involved trying to a conspiracy to obstruct the 2016 election. And then Jack Smith is saying President Trump was involved in a conspiracy to interfere with the 2020 election. Seems to me the truth really is Alvin Bragg and Jack Smith are in a conspiracy to impact the 2024 race. And frankly, Fani Willis is part of that effort as well.
He's Jim Jordan. He's in the House of Representatives. They can't try someone, they can only bring up and they can investigate, they can bring out details, and then it's up to other people to act as, some kind of criminal justice system to put them in jail. He can't jail anyone. Just in case you wonder, we want the opponents to be thrown in jail. That's not what Jim Jordan has the power to do. But he did just call out Fani Willis and Alvin Bragg as being in a formal conspiracy.
Alvin Bragg and Jack Smith are in a conspiracy to impact the 2024 race. And frankly, Fani Willis is part of that effort as well.
This is the conspiracy that they're accusing Trump of. Once again, the Democrats are projecting all of this are actually in a conspiracy to affect, as they're going after Trump for the 2020 race, they're really intending to affect and conspire against this 2024 race. Fani Willis, Alvin Bragg, Jack Smith. According to Jim Jordan, what do you guys think below? Will anything happen to these people? And will they pull off this conspiracy? Because remember, it's only okay if it works. If it doesn't work, Fani Willis, it will have been the ultimate backfire on their plans. I'm Doug in Exile.